would like to ask about financial statements.
Financial statement refers to income statement and the balance sheet. The income statement reflects the results of the financial operation for a given period, while the balance sheet shows the financial position as of a given date.
And then, how profitable the operation during a given period?
This metric is often expressed as a financial ratio to help management, analysts, and investors to better understand how the company is able to earn money.
And how will I compute my profit loss?
By using the formula, sir, the gross profit of Angel Trading in the year 2020 is computed as follows. The net sales is 734,000, cost of sales is 577,000, and the gross profit is 157,000. To compute the gross profit rate, the amount of gross profit is simply divided by the net sales. The formula to compute the gross profit rate is shown below. So the gross profit rate measures the percentage of gross profit in sales, indicating the profit that the business realizes from the sale of the product.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna message ang company ng office and I was wondering what is the meaning of operating profit margin rate.
The operating profit margin is the excess of gross profit from operating expenses. The operating profit margin of the business measures the percentage of profit available after deducting the cost of sales and operating expenses of the business. A higher operating profit margin is favorable to the business.
So, nasa kayo sa message na po, miss, and I was wondering what is the meaning of net profit margin rate?
So the net profit margin rate measures the overall operating performance of the business. It is computed by deducting the financing charges and taxes from the operating profit.
Okay, so my last question is, I was wondering what is the meaning of return on investment?
So the return on investment measures the amount of net income per peso invested in the business. So the average total asset is computed by dividing the sum of the total assets at the beginning and end of the period. In case the data on the beginning total assets are not provided, the total assets at the end of the period will be used in the computing the ROI. Thank you.
How can I get office namin
Liquidity ratios are used to evaluate and measure the ability of the business to settle its currently maturing and obligation when they pay after the years of the current ratio, asset base ratio, visible to turnover, average collection period, inventory turnover, average sales period. Measure the ability of the business to pay its current liabilities with the current assets. Current assets are assets that can be used, consumed, or converted to cash within 1 year or within the normal operating cycle of the business. Asset test ratio is similar to current ratio, however, it is considered stricter in its application because it does not include inventories and prepared items since inventories take longer period before they convert it to cash and there is a very slim possibility of prepared items number of times when inventories are acquired of both and then finally sold to customer during the year. We have 5. Average sales period. The average sales period measures the ability of the business to convert inventory to receivable. It indicates how fast the business is able to sell its inventory. We have 6. Average sales period.
Go.
Hi, Miss. How can I help? I've been reading about solvency ratio and how they affect a business ability to settle its obligation. Can you explain to me in simple terms?
Of course, Miss. Solvency ratios are financial ratios that help determine if a business can meet its financial obligations and remain stable. They assess the business ability to pay off all its liabilities, like debts or obligation of a person when they become.
That makes sense. What are some commonly used in solvency ratios?
There are a few cases of solvency ratios. The first one is a debt ratio, which measures the proportion of a business fund provided by the debtors. It's calculated by dividing total liabilities by total assets.
Mao din na. Yan sa misunod.
The equity ratio measures the level of an investment provided by the owner. It's calculated by dividing the total owner's equity by total assets.
Okay. So we have debt ratio and equity ratio, right? Do you have a sample in hand? Can you show it to me?
First is some example. The first one, net income. Let me see this first. The other one is the cost of goods unsold. The assets, current assets, non-current assets, total assets, liabilities, owner's capital, liabilities and capital. The total.
Yan na rin. Kasi ito, ano yun?
This means
Sige, thank you, Warren.
Hi, Miss. Sorry to disturb you. May I ask what are the remaining solvent ratio?
oh, hi sir. The third ratio is the debt to equity ratio. It compares the amount of debt to the amount of equity in the business. It's calculated by dividing total liabilities by total equity.
What about the fourth ratio?
The fourth ratio is called times interest earned. This shows how well the business income can cover its interest expenses. It's calculated by dividing income before interest and taxes by interest expense.
Thanks, Miss. That's a clear explanation of solvency ratios. It's important to assess the business solvency to ensure its stability and ability to meet its obligations.
You're welcome, sir. Understanding solvency ratio is crucial for evaluating a business. Financial health, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Miss. Sabot ako, Miss.